Well, Keith, thank you so much for helping with my project. Could you say a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm Keith Dosot. Uh, I have a associates of accounting, associates of science in accounting, a BBA in economics, and an MBA in finance. I retired at the age of 40 to trade on my own account. I've been involved with space advocacy since about 1998. I was an undergrad then, and I got involved with the Living Universe Foundation, which was formerly known as the First Millennial Foundation, which was based on Marshall Savage's book, Colonizing the Galaxy in 80 Easy Steps.
Yeah, I think I have that book actually. Well, when did you find out that we were planning to go to the moon in 2024?
It's got to be sometime in Trump's administration. So I guess it's probably about 2 years I've known about that.
And what do you think about it?
I'm glad we're going back. I'm a little confused as to why we're doing this lunar gateway thing. If we're going, why aren't we going all the way? Why are we taking this intermediary interstitial step? It seems like a little bit of a diversion.
Yeah, it's interesting. NASA for the longest time is saying the gateway is essential to being able to get to the moon. And then you started hearing them saying, well, gateway is still essential, but for that first trip to the moon, we're not going to have it because it won't be ready in time, which kind of leads you back to the point of why do we have it?
Yeah.
But not everybody's excited about going back to the moon as you and I are. Some people are saying, what about global climate change and what about poverty and other problems? How does us going to the moon help their lives? And I was just wondering, having been involved in space advocacy, how do you kind of make the message so it connects and resonates with people that might not have the same interest?
I think you have to talk about the technology and the science and how that has knock-on effects, and how going to space does help the environment because it puts the satellites in orbit that monitor the environment. They monitor the oceans and the air. They monitor sea level rise. They monitor polar ice creation and destruction, and the entire human condition advances when we push ourselves, and thereby we can make impact on poverty. We can make impact on all these other things.
That's a very good point. I think technology is, I interviewed one person that said all of the solutions that will actually work are technological. Politics and everything else, they're not going to actually have a meaningful effect on our lives. That, you want clean water for the world, you have to create a way to make clean water.
Absolutely.
If it was safe and affordable, would you go to space?
Yeah, I certainly think I would. I think that would be a lot of fun. It would be a life-changing experience.
How far would you go? Would it just to orbit or to the moon or a multiple year trip to Mars?
I don't think I'd do a multiple year trip to Mars. That's a huge commitment. And you say, well, you say the caveat it's safe. Well, how safe is it going to be for 3 years when you don't have radiation shielding?
Right, are the ground support that astronauts enjoy all the time. I mean, I think a lot of people don't realize when a astronaut has a problem, he actually calls down the mission control. They get engineers to figure out the problem and they walk them through the steps. Hard to do that with 15, 30-minute delay in communications.
Yes. Well, and I don't think we've perfected the closed environment life support systems yet. So how are you going to breathe and how are you going to eat for 3 years if it's all canned air and canned food?
And then what if something breaks down? Can't get your replacement.
Right. You'll have super redundancy of everything.
Well, that's pretty much the basic questions I had. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Just thanks for putting these things on, Nathan. You do a great job. This was another great meeting. Sorry I was late.
No worries. Glad to have you.